Hello, I'm the Yoga of Smithtown students. This short video is to supplement your home practice. In watching this, you agreed to take responsibility for your own safety. Do not do any pose you feel unsure about. In watching this video, you acknowledge it is not a replacement for learning these poses in person with a qualified teacher. What I'd like to show you right now is a way in which you can start your practice. So we'll start in Tadasana mountain pose and move down into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. So right now, if you stand towards the back of your mat, press down evenly into your feet. Feel your front thighs lifting. If you don't feel that, take your inner knee slightly forward. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Stretch down through the fingertips. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Take your hands to your outer hips. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Slowly rotate forward, keeping the thighs firm, extending out through the sternum. Come down as much as your hamstrings can stretch. So you want the stretch to stay in the belly of the muscle, not behind your knee. So for those of you whose hamstrings aren't quite so long, take your hands just to the top of the shins. Press shin into hand, hand into shin. Inhale, lengthen out. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can continue all the way down as long as the front body is open. Take a few breaths here. In all cases, bend the legs. Plant your palms on the mat, shoulder width, and begin to walk your way out into downward dog. If your legs are bent, let your heels lift, but stay on the ball mats. Walking your hands all the way out to the end of the mat. Spread your fingers, plant your palms, and stretch through the arms, turning your triceps underneath. Reach your heels back directly in the line of the middle of the foot. Firmly lift up through your thighs, your buttock bones. Stretch through the arms. As you exhale, press down firmly into the mat. As you inhale, lift your thighs, lift your inner arms. Exhale, front of the leg towards the back of the leg. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. As you exhale, bring your knees to the floor, point your feet, toes touching, knees slightly wider than your hips, so that your side ribs nest down in between your inner thighs. This is an active rest pose, so you still want to be active. At the same time, it's not as challenging as downward dog. Draw the thigh bones back in the hip sockets, buttock bones settle down, forehead rests gently on the mat. Spin those triceps and plant the index finger mound, thumb mound down. Inhale, come back up onto the hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Roll over the toes and find the weight in the ball mounds of your feet. And stretch the arms as you lift up through the back of the leg. Firm the thighs from front to back. Stretch through the arms. If you have longer hamstrings, you keep your legs straight for a longer period of time. But again, you watch the stretch in the back of the knee. If it comes down into the back of the knee, you stop and begin to bend the legs. Keep the chest extending out. Plant the heels down. Straighten the legs in as much as you can. Shin into hands, hands into shins. Inhale, lengthen out. Plant the feet, exhale, hands to your outer hips. Lift those inner elbows, reach out through your chest. Inhale and come up. Exhale, stretch down through the arms. Very good. So you can do that 2 times before beginning your standing poses. All right, it was very nice to see you. I hope this was of help. Keep practicing at home, and we'll see you at Amba Yoga soon.